There we go. I think we're live. Awesome. Let's hit the 3-minute countdown so people can join and we'll take it from there. All right. And we're live. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Sentry open source DevRel team weekly live streaming events.
Hello. Nice to be on air with y'all.
Hello. Yeah, pleasure to be here with you guys.
Awesome. Today we got Shana and Krystof with me, and we decided to work on the Sentry Fullstory React Native package. And if you remember, we started working on that during the Hacktoberfest events. We opened a PR that made the Sentry Fullstory package platform agnostic. So there was an issue where people could not use the package in React Native, but they could in ordinary React, I believe. So that was the issue. And in today's stream, we're gonna keep on working on it because some of the colleagues has left us comments on our PR. How does that sound?
Sounds great. Yeah, unfortunate we couldn't get it in for Hacktoberfest, but it was like a pretty ambitious thing, I think, to try to get done in a few streams during October.
Totally. It was a breaking change introducing PR. So
yes.
It was pretty ambitious. Awesome. All right. So for those of you who doesn't know us, I'm Lazar Nikolov. I'm part of the DevRel team here at Sentry.
Yeah, and I'm Shana, rhymes with banana, Matthews. I am also part of the DevRel team at Sentry.
And hi, I'm Krystof, and I'm part of the mobile team at Sentry, and I maintain the React Native repository.
Awesome. And that's why we have you here, man. You need to help us.
Yeah. I'll try my best.
Awesome. All right, so let's dive in. Let's see what's up. Here is the PR. As I mentioned, we already opened a PR previously. That was like 21 days ago. We've been kind of busy in the meantime, so 21 days later, we're circling back to see the health and the status of the PR. And we got some comments from Abhijit. The idea is to go through the comments, implement the changes, discuss about the changes, etc. So let's check this one. You might not even need the Sentry core, since add global event processor and get current hub are dependency injected into setup once. And this is a pretty good catch, because here we go. We can see that in the integration.ts, the setup once method already implements the add global event processor that also has the callback and the get current hub, right? So in our case, let's see how did we, there we go. We didn't actually implement that. And we get the add global event processor and get current hub from the Sentry core.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we actually get that from the setup once. So let's see. I believe we should not be doing this first, or because we're not gonna have typings, right?
I think we can start with this, right? Like last time what we did, it was already improvement. We were depending on the browser SDK, the AdSentry browser. We made it a bit better, replaced it with AdSentry core. But then, as you read the comment,
we don't
can
even
make it
need
even
the Sentry
better.
core, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the idea is to get rid of this import. So these will be undefined right now. But as we can see, we can actually get these. Like we can grab this, and there's the Sentry types package that we can use to import the hub and the event processor. It's just like import the type of.
Yeah.
These are, yes, these are types, so we don't have any leftovers. But there we go. We have set up once. We get the global event processor and the current hub function right here, and it doesn't complain. So we don't even need to rely on the Sentry core package for this, because this is going to be implemented as an integration. We get these as an argument, but yeah, it looks pretty okay to me. Let's see. This is correct. Sets up the integration up only once. This takes no options on purpose. Options should be passed into the constructor. Okay. This is the integration interface. Okay, let's. Oh wait, what happened? Nice, I lost the URL. Let me bring it back real quick. Get Sentry. There we go. Full screen. Okay. Alright, so this is done, right? We don't even need the Sentry core, that's correct. We already have the global event processor and current hub. Nice. I'm gonna resolve this conversation because we already have it.
Lazar, do you mind dropping the link to this PR in the chat?
Oh, totally.
Or in any chat, private or the regular chat. I just personally want the link.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it on all of the channels.
Perfect.
Okay. And also here's on the private chat as well.
Actually,
Awesome.
anyone who is watching can kind of follow how we are resolving one of the comment after the other.
Yeah. Also, the next one says the full story URL can be cached, so we don't have to call this, or can this be cached? Okay, let's check it out. this is the get full story URL, right? And we have our method here, and we have our full story URL here, right? So setup once is called only once, but the add global event processor event and hint. I believe this callback is going to be executed multiple times, right?
Yeah,
Because this
exactly.
is the global event listener, right? So every time an event happens, this block here gets executed, but not here. Here to add. Okay, yeah, we can try to move that here, but let's see if we have any dependencies. This dot client. Yeah, totally. So we can even move this whole thing right here. We can move it up top. And
Yeah,
this is an asynchronous function. Okay, so the result is going to be either a string or a promise of string or null. And this is what we did, because one of the for web, the get current session URL was returned a string, right? And for React Native, it returned a promise of string. So that's why we decided to await it. There we go. For example, the web arguments is a string or null, but the React Native arguments is a promise of string. So we need to await this. The setup once, that can't be. That cannot. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can make that async. I was just reading through the comments and haven't realized I cannot just read it like half voice.
Yeah.
But luckily, the comment is exactly talking about the similarity, also regarding the promises. So
yeah,
it
so isn't
almost
await
looks
on the
like
return.
I'm just talking to you.
Yeah, redundant if it's a promise. We have an async. We want to unwrap this and just return it. True,
Yeah,
but then
like
we have
it could be gone.
Yeah, we need the await here. This can be gone.
Yep.
And this can be gone. But we still need to await it here, and this is not an asynchronous function. The setup ones, right? Let's go back to the interface. I don't believe the setup ones can be considered as a. Yeah, it's a void.
Yeah.
Right. So if since it's a void, we cannot really return a promise right here. So this needs to happen, and we need to get the full story URL, and we need to set it here. So when the first event happens, we should have the full story URL already figured out, right? All right, let's see. I need to await this. Now this is not. This can be a promise of string. Yeah, of course. This returns a promise of string or a string, because in this case we have the. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
welcome,
works,
Octa. Also, welcome, chat folks.
Yeah.
Nice to have you in here.
Yeah. Hello, Darko. Hello, Octa Elliptical. Right, but we still have this problem, right? We still have this problem where this method could potentially return promise. So we need to await that.
The one thing we could do, because now we are kind of caching it eagerly, like even when the plugin is set up, we already are saving the URL, but technically,
yeah,
maybe we don't need it.
Yeah. No,
we
you're
could
right.
do it the first time event comes.
Exactly.
We can
wait
we could
for
save
the first
it and
time. Yeah. Got it.
We will
Yeah, that's
get rid
actually a
of
good idea. But check this out. I'm going to move the full story URL. I'm gonna define it here, and it's not gonna be a const. I'm gonna define it as a let. And here, if the full story URL doesn't exist, that's when we are going to await it, get it, set it, and forget it. So the next time this happens, the full story URL is not gonna be null, right? Because it's going to be set. It's here.
Yeah.
So there we go. Yeah, we actually fixed it. So we can also get rid of this. There we go. If there is need to await it, await it. If there is no need, there's a current session URL API not ready. Should we be throwing stuff around? I mean, machine. Should we be throwing some stuff around, or should we return this and like let it fail in user land, right? Because this is the plugin. This is the integration.
I'm thinking, I'm not sure how it was in the original implementation. I mean, my preference would be to throw an error here.
Yeah, I have no idea what we usually do. I'm with you, Krystof. Like, I feel like it seems right to throw an error here, but probably someone who like wrote the original thing has opinions.
Yeah, I mean, the idea is that if we throw an error, right, it's going to result in a crash in the mobile app or the desktop, or sorry, the web app.
Yeah.
But that means the integration is not going to work. Probably because... Yeah.
Sorry, I was just thinking, like, maybe we could just, let's say, how do you call it? Silently not do anything when there is the URL is not available.
Yeah, maybe like...
Just so at least like we get the data through, we don't stop the pipeline of all the other integrations.
Yeah,
because what we are doing, I don't think it's in this integration, it's not mission critical, and might be silly if we stop the chain.
We should let the user continue to use the app, right? Even though the integration doesn't work, we shouldn't be stopping users from using the app. But if this integration doesn't work because we cannot obtain the session URL, right? And the client is the full story client, get current session URL. That comes from the full story client. And this right here is the global event processor that comes from Sentry. What if, for example, we throw a Sentry error? Because Sentry would work, right? The current session URL, I think, is on the full story client, right? Or this is on Sentry side.
Yeah, that's the full story side already. Yes.
Full story, awesome. So that means probably the full story integration doesn't work. But if we if we reach this point, that means that Sentry works because it's integrated, right? And it's listening on the errors. So Sentry works, but yeah, Sentry works, but full story doesn't. So in here, get current session URL.
Maybe we could just return undefined, and like that way we would next time an event comes, we would try again to get the URL. Maybe it will work out. So if everything works out, we are getting something extra. If not, all is good and we are still sending events to Sentry.
Exactly, yeah. So instead of returning these, we can return undefined. Don't actually need the reason. We can just return undefined right here. So when we try to get it, we can we can do another check. If the full story URL is still undefined, then something happened, right?
Yeah.
But that's gonna look weird.
Yeah, that's gonna look a bit funny. Like,
Yeah.
It is gonna look funny. Full story URL. Yeah. If there's no full story URL, get it. If there's no full story URL,
yeah, or we could still throw the error and then wrap this in try catch, and if we catch an error, then
oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
will
smart.
make the
That's
structure
more-
look
yeah.
Yeah,
actually
it's a little less
nicely.
bonkers looking.
exactly. So let's try to get this. If we catch an error, we're not gonna return it. We're just gonna throw the error. And instead of undefined, we're gonna throw a new error. No full story session URL found. There we go. So we get the error right here. Right? We had
Actually,
something
isn't
else.
it-
Let's see. Unable to get URL for this specific reason. Let's get this back. So we're gonna throw this error. And then when we get this, we can say reason is e.message. E is of unknown type. Let's actually get this again, the unwrapping, and then we can like do a sentry error here. Right? Because if it's not initialized, try to get it. If something happens, then we need to act on it, right?
Yeah, though I don't think if we should send sentry error because we are now in the global event listener, and we could just end up in a cycle, if
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
mistaken, that
Oh,
we are
yeah,
processing
yeah.
an event and we'll create a new one,
And it's still not going to get the full store URL and etc etc. So what do we do?
I would just log it out. I'm not sure if we can use some of the loggers implementation or just, I don't know, console warning. I mean, for now we can do console warning
Okay.
because I guess we cannot really use the logger. We can maybe take a look later, but this for sure won't cycle it, and
We don't want that to happen. Exactly. All right, so this pretty much does it, right? If everything works correct, this initially is gonna be truthful. We'll get the full, we don't have the full story URL. We'll successfully obtain it. The catch is not gonna happen, so we'll set the full story URL here in the event.contexts. And then we'll actually register this event and send it out. And then return the event. Also, right now we can also, or like even console error, right? But yeah. Oh yeah, Okta, we tried, to be more specific, we tried implementing some sort of a caching mechanism for the full story URL.
Yeah.
Right, so as you can see here, instead of we don't really need to get it every time and await every promise and every time an event happens. So we'll only do it once. But if something else happens right here, as you can see, we just want to log it out and that's it. Because as Krystof mentioned, if we throw a sentry error, that's gonna trigger this callback again, so we'll be stuck in a loop. That would be cool.
Super cool.
Super cool. Yeah.
They'd love that. I wonder if Abjit would have opinions on this too. Like we could just try this and see if he comes back with more comments on the PR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this one is done. This was the first one. Okay. So let's actually resolve the second one, the result. Can we inject the hub into this function from above, the get Sentry URL? So we don't need to call the get current hub here. This way, we can also avoid importing the Sentry core in this function. Good point, because we use the get Sentry URL right here. And here is the thing. We have the get current hub. If we obtain the hub, right? Let's actually add the type here. We forgot. Yeah. Let's actually do that. We got the hub, right?
Yeah.
Get current hub. Let's do.
Oh, I see.
Hub.
So I was confused with what he was saying at first, but yeah, now it's very
Yeah.
obvious actually.
So we got the hub right here. There we go. We can also pass it here in the get Sentry URL. There's a hint and there's a hub. Let's go over here. Bring the hub as well. And also fetch the hub type from the top. And we can just say hub.getClient. What you mean? There we go.
Yeah, what's the
Oh, it's
problem?
arguments. Okay. args.hub.
Yeah.
This was the type.
Just to kind of play a bit with TypeScript, we could expand the arcs at the top, but I'm not sure how we use them later on.
Let's see. We got the hint, base, Sentry, and hint.
Yeah, we
actually,
basically don't need the variable.
Yeah.
Destructure it, yeah. We'll get the hint, Sentry org, base, Sentry URL, and the hub. So everything args dot can be removed. There we go.
Woo.
Very nice. Okay, here's the hub.
Yeah, there's nothing more beautiful than clean, readable code.
Totally.
I mean, some people might disagree with the destructing if it's actually clean, but I think it is. I like it. I like to do it personally.
Yeah, I don't want to repeat myself like args dot or props dot. Alright, so check this out. We don't rely on Sentry core here. We don't rely on Sentry core here. Let's check the other ones. No Sentry core here and no Sentry core here. That means we can even remove Sentry core as a dependency.
Woo! Now that's nice.
Oh, that's clean.
Yeah.
Awesome. Alright, let's see. What are we using? Yarn. Remove Sentry core. Leaner. Making it leaner. Okay. Okay, that's good.
Krystof,
Nice.
are you just drinking water out of that cute little cup?
Yes, out of this cute little Coca-Cola.
Oh, I was wondering if it was like a Coke little mug. That's really cute. I've just
Is
got
it recognizable from the shape?
I don't even have enough tea left in here to show you. I'm just drinking a massive mug of tea.
Guys, I think we did this, right?
Yeah, I feel like that was all the comments that I could see.
One more, yeah. If we import Sentry types, we can make this class implement integration here. And that is this class right here. And maybe we should have started with that one. Let's see.
Yeah.
Sentry types. We can get the integration. Is that an interface? Okay.
Now we'll see if we actually implemented it right.
And of course we did, right? There we go, no errors. We don't actually, you know what? We don't even need these right now because we have the type, right?
Yeah.
The main function, I mean the class itself has the integration type, so we don't actually need these as well. Right?
Is this the construct? where do we get the types for the things in the constructor? I'm
Oh, right. We
thinking.
actually, yeah, we need to leave these, but the only thing that's is the name and the setup once.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the name. We already have the name, but we also want to override it and set the Sentry Fullstory ID as a default. Oh, it's a public read-only. Okay. Okay, but we don't need the types on this. Any and any. Oh, come on.
Really?
Okay, I guess we do need these. So let's just like
Hmm.
bring them back.
Setup points. That's almost strange.
Yeah.
Should be, right? Like it should get it from
the class itself. Let's get this commented out and see. Now we have this error.
Now it complains.
Implemented, and there we go. It actually, yeah, we do need to add these things. As you can see, it's pretty much the same. Get current hub. Yeah. All right. We need to be explicit about our types, and that's okay.
Yeah.
We have them here.
Yeah. And it's actually, I guess it makes it like it's the definition of the function. It wasn't. Yeah.
This is.
Is this the last
done as
comment?
well. And this is the last
Nice.
one.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching. We're gonna stop. Job well done. Well, of course, we haven't tested it out. We haven't run the build command. See if anything's gonna happen. Let's see.
And I also was thinking if we want to poke a bit more in the code, I think we created there this sort of a helper function to get the URL. I'm not sure exactly what are the dependencies of that function, what it relies on. But I was thinking maybe we could even get it out of the implementation of it. We could make it, let's say, private or protected method in that class. I wonder, what do you think?
Yeah, it needs to stay in this class because we want to, be able to access the clients. Yeah. Let's see.
This is good music. I feel like we just got a new song. It's popping.
There we go. Get full story URL. It's an asynchronous. It has access to this .client because it's part of the same class. And now we need to call it with this .get full story URL as opposed to directly. But yeah, it's out of the setup once.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Makes it a bit shorter.
Yeah.
Event.context is here. Here's this client event gets Sentry URL. Pass this here, and that's about it. Awesome. All right, so let's do clean and build.
Looking good, right? Yeah, great.
Sweet. Okay. Sentry is a fictional character. Sentry is the best character.
Fictional character? Is that true? What is it a fictional character in?
I think they're referring to the Sentry as like a comic book character, something like that.
Is it? Interesting.
Maybe they're.
If it's not, it definitely looks.
Marvel. Okay. I know nothing about Marvel, unfortunately.
Either. Sadly.
Yeah, you're also not a Marvel person.
I just need to Google real quick.
Yeah, please. Oops. I need to stop bonking my mic.
Okay. Yeah, pretty nice. We had a mobile app, right? Let's see if we can find it. I'm gonna open a new code. It was one of these.
Yeah, what are these names now? It's
Oh, this is the React
probably
and React
React.
Native.
Yeah, React Native. Yeah.
Both of them, yeah. All right, so let's open the React Native one.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. I think we had the Sentry Fullstory. There we go.
Nice.
Linked locally, but we just made some changes, so we need to do yarn or npm.
Yarn also.
We got non-modules here where yarn.log. Okay, there we go. Let's actually open and see if we actually have that.
Yeah,
so,
make sure.
Sentry, React Native, no, Fullstory. This is what we have locally. It does use get current hub, add global event from Sentry core. Okay, so this hasn't been like installed. I'm gonna kill the node modules and I'm gonna do yarn again.
Yeah.
Because that was the old implementation.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't really have a way to resolve it that we updated it.
Yeah, because it's the same
When it's
version, same
local.
everything. Yeah.
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 But if we open here, there we go. We don't have any Sentry core dependencies.
Yeah.
Should be good, yeah.
Now it's really lightweight implementation. Nicely fits into the core ideas, like how we develop our SDKs. Basically, no dependencies, as little as possible, because they always bring a trouble with them.
Exactly.
And I don't mean it like that other people would implement something not nice, but just dealing with the versions and
just extra complexity. Who needs it?
yeah.
All right, so check this out. The types of properties setup ones are incompatible.
Oh no.
Because the Sentry Fullstory, the one that we implement here, is not assignable to type global events. Processor, callback. Or incompatible. Callback and callback.
Callback are incompatible.
Yeah, now there's a.
Oh, what?
There are differences
yeah.
in here. So this is an integration which comes from not module Sentry types. But
I wonder, maybe because we reinstalled the
also,
dependencies.
Yeah.
It's possible that maybe the React Native is now a bit newer version, and maybe it depends on your version of the Sentry types, and that's why they don't fit in now.
Okay, that makes sense.
I would check what. Oh no, okay, we really like enforce the Alpha 6, so that should be actually. That should be the same.
React Native, yeah.
Yeah.
And what about here? We have the Sentry types. The Sentry types is 5.10.0, but the latest version is 7.18. But let's actually.
There might have been some breaking changes.
Exactly. So let's go back.
Yeah.
do yarn and start from scratch. Hello everyone, welcome to this.
Yeah, welcome to the stream. We gotta do the countdown again.
All right, let's see. That's right. You mentioned right category talk show podcast.
Oh, do we have the category set? Is it? Oh, we do. That's funny. I guess our category is set wrong on StreamYard.
Really?
Yeah, it's showing
My
we're
bad.
broadcasting as talk shows and podcasts. I guess we should be talking more. Like, let's interview each other.
Oh, let me actually change that. Just chatting.
Just
Politics.
basically.
We're basically just. Oh, okay, there we go. It was okay for my account as far as I can see.
Yeah, it's wrong on mine. I'll check. I don't know why it would be different. Let me check Sarah's.
No clue. All right, so we installed the newest version. Where are we? At Sentry types. Here are the types. Yeah, use software in game. I know, but in StreamYard there is no software. It's like just chatting, sports, fitness, and health,
Weird.
arts, food and drink,
Yeah.
politics.
Politics.
And use my
politics. It was election
That's it,
day
politics,
yesterday in the U.S., so we could
Yeah,
talk
so we can-
politics.
piggyback on the trends.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's wrong on mine and in Sarah's. It's unfortunate, but whatever. Not a big deal.
Okay, so event processor. This is the 7180, which is correct. We are looking for that one. Wait a minute. What about? Let's go back here and like visit the Sentry React Native, not modules. No. And see what is the version. 715,
715.
which is good. So there are like no changes, right?
Yeah, I
Let's
don't think so.
Okay, so right now we are running with the latest. No issues as far as we can see. Let's do clean and build. No issues as well. Now we are going to do... Is there like a yarn reinstall?
I think there is.
Nope.
Well, there is yarn install force. That might do something.
Remove. Import info inits. Why?
Why? What is that?
I don't know. Yarn Y. Yarn Y. Sentry.
Hell.
Fullstory.
What is it? Oh, it's complaining about missing
Why do we have
package
the
name.
module?
Oh,
What do
why
we have?
something's been installed. That's cool.
Okay, so it found Fullstory 118. This is cool.
Yeah.
Number of shared dependencies. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
And I was expecting some Easter egg, you know, like.
Yeah. Just doing something useful? Dang it.
Let's reinstall everything. Full yarn. And we're going to reset the TypeScript server as well in case it remembers the old thing,
Yeah.
because we've changed a bunch of things. Actually, no, this is okay now, right?
Yeah. Looks like.
Restart TypeScript server.
Oh,
Oh.
We are
no.
wrong.
Dang it.
Oh, come on now. It's the same type, isn't it? No, that's not it.
Oh, yeah.
Set SDK processing metadata is missing in type, but required in...
TypeScope, please.
Set SDK processing metadata. Let's actually go back and see and check the integration. No, this is okay. It's crazy. Let's find that. Not really. Wait, it's required by
scope, if I read it correctly.
Sentry types scope, but we're not using that, right?
I think maybe somewhere down in, if we would maybe open the typing of the event processor or the hub.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure if there somewhere is in the scope.
Event processor.
Event hint, event.
Capture contexts. There we go.
Oh yeah.
And this is implemented in the scope. Set SDK processing metadata. But it's weird how we're getting this from the @sentry/types. Same thing here. Like the integrations pull in the integration from @sentry/types. So we're talking about the same file.
I think I know why it's complaining. I guess it's the difference between the version 7.15 and 7.18.
18.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I just like quickly peeked into the files and I see their 2 weeks ago timestamp. So could be it.
See. Is there a new version on this? No, the latest stable is 4.80, but we are running on the alpha one.
Yeah, we could update the alpha to .7.
What's the latest one?
Only one version up.
So it's like
Alpha
7.
7.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do another yarn. Maybe it updates the inner type. Nope, it's still throwing.
Got excited for a second.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like, check this out. Sentry types.
Type scope.
Type scope. And this is Sentry Fullstory, non-modules, Sentry types, type scope. Yeah, it's the difference. It is the difference. Oh man.
Yeah.
Because these
Let's try to go.
But wait. Let's see it again. I mean, this thing says that Sentry Fullstory node modules Sentry types is different from the top level Sentry types.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
I'm just thinking when the package is shipped on npm, there are no node modules, right? Aren't we getting this error only because we are having the package locally? Like, let's say if we would delete the node modules, maybe it wouldn't complain anymore about the mismatch in the types.
yeah, because we have these node modules, right? But they're still gonna be present, right? So if we do like install this again, and I believe yarn is handling the dependencies like that, right? It puts the types dependencies. Let's see, Sentry Fullstory, it doesn't have.
Yeah, it shouldn't have anything in node modules because there are no dependencies, right?
Yeah, I mean, there are dev dependencies, but not actual dependencies, and because we're linking locally, now it's gonna complain, of course, because we don't have that. But
Oh, yeah,
because we're
yeah,
linking
yeah.
the whole folder, that's the reason. But wait, I think, let's see. We actually do have these mapped out, main module and types. Index.js is the main module, is the ES, and DTS are the types. Yeah, so this should technically work if we are in like a production environment. So as we can see, we're pretty okay in here, right? We don't have the issues. The issues will happen if I do yarn right here, so to bring back the node modules. I'm gonna restart the TypeScript server, and we won't have any issues in this project, but as well, and in this project as well, because this is left without node modules. Browser CLI. The CLI also has its own node modules, but this one is a link to node which is probably installed at the top level. Let's see, node which is it?
Maybe was it just a binary file then?
I think it was a symbolic link.
Oh yeah.
Sentry CLI node modules in node which.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And
So
it,
no.
Oh.
it is a symbolic link, yeah. But I have no idea to where. Okay, never mind. We don't have any dependencies, so it shouldn't be there, right? This package has a lot of dependencies. Here's the node which, and that's why it links, but it also has the other ones, which are probably linked from the outside. So in a production environment, our dependencies, which are only dev dependencies, should not be there.
Yeah, they won't be
Yeah.
installed.
Because
So
when we run npm pack, for example, it's gonna produce I think it's gonna produce a tarball locally. We could eventually link to the tarball instead of the whole folder, and only use the production tarball as opposed to like the whole project. And that's, I believe that would be the proper way to test it, because right now, where are we? Right now, if we go to package JSON, this basically uses everything.
yeah, but I believe a yarn copies it. Is that right? Because when you edit the node modules back, they haven't appeared in here in
Because
our test project,
haven't run,
right?
yeah, we haven't run
Oh,
yarn
yeah. Okay, yeah,
this one,
I got it. Yeah,
when we do that, the back,
they'll be back.
Yeah, it'll
they'll
come
be
back.
back, yeah.
Yeah.
But let's actually try that. So
Yeah.
let's do yarn pack. There's a Sentry Fullstory DGZ. We can go here and actually, I believe we can link it like this. Let's try it out. Okay. Where is at Sentry Fullstory? See, we only have this now, because this is the pack. This is the actual production package, right? We ran yarn pack. It actually ran npm pack under the hood. But there we go. Okay. Let's restart TypeScript server.
Yeah, just double check.
This should be okay, and it is as far as I can see, right?
Yep.
So, to test out the actual app, we can do yarn iOS.
Woo!
And let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. I haven't seen what this test app is at all yet, so I'm excited to be blown away by whatever this is gonna do.
I'm trying to log in to our test environment. just so we can confirm that when we run the app, it was mobile, right?
Yeah.
Whoop.
Oop.
Oh no, Lazar. Oh, I think it's okay. Okay, Lazar, I think you like froze for a second there, but you're good. I
Yeah.
think
I saw my Wi-Fi
crashed for a sec.
for a bit. Yeah.
I think you're all good now.
Awesome. All right, let's see. I believe this we should have it in the recent sessions here. If I'm not wrong.
I mean, talking about glasses previous time, nice half a liter, or is it just smaller?
Oh,
Lazar?
I'm not sure. I think it's a half a liter.
Looks pretty nice
It
shape
probably
too.
is.
Like
Yeah,
old
yeah,
school.
it's a really nice mug.
Yeah, it says some. What does it say?
I don't know.
Bohemian beer, something like that.
Oh,
Oh,
it definitely
But
looks
I
like a
think-
beer type mug.
Yeah, it's a classic German beer mug.
Nice. Oh, it says cheers.
or you could say classic Bohemian, wing wing Czech beer mug.
Yeah. It says Malastrana. That's
Oh, then it's
That-
definitely Czech. That's in Prague. That's a part of Prague.
Ah, cool.
really that's cool. It means, for example, in my language, it means little sight. Malastrana.
Yeah, in Czech too. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's just a
A
little,
little
sight.
side.
Octa's older brother has a similar one for football drinks, soccer drinks, soccer. I'm getting it. Football, soccer. No one asked, but I'll show you my mug. It's like got a pattern for like knitting on it.
Oh,
Is it molded like, or is it soft?
It's molded. It's molded. Yeah, that'd be cool if it were soft. But yeah, I really like knitting, so I think it's that's why I got it. I think it's cool.
that's awesome.
Nice.
All right, so here's what we got.
We had to take a little podcast talk show break.
Yeah, while the app was building.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay.
Nice. Unable to resolve the module. None of these files exist.
Oh my.
What is that?
Hmm.
Did we? I'm not sure what we should be doing here. Are you familiar with this error?
I'm just reading it now. What does it complain about? Some file missing in the React Native? That's
Unable to
strange.
resolve. Unable to
Oh yeah, I
resolve
have no idea.
module.
This looks really strange.
Project Sentry. Node modules React Native index. None of these files exist. Utilities
Worn
worn
ones.
once. That is the actual issue. Huh.
Hmm.
What is worn once? That's like not our code, right?
No.
Yeah, that's
Oh, it's
just
something
React
React
Native stuff. Yeah.
The
That's
pods are
nice.
installed. We don't actually need to like reinstall the pods as well. But it's in the node modules. That's the thing.
React
We have-
Native 0.3.
We had the Alpha 7. Should we like revert back to Alpha 6?
We
But it
can
doesn't
can
matter,
try,
it's-
but it doesn't complain really about
That doesn't feel like
Yeah.
that would be the issue.
Sentry React Native.
Let's like, I don't know, let's kill node modules and do it again. Like I think we might have,
That's always my strategy.
yeah, we might have missed or like done something wrong when we reinstalled the node modules. Okay, and now what's the complaint? React is complaining. Restart TypeScript server. All good on this side. If we do yarn iOS again, see what we get. Podcast time again.
Yeah.
All right, it got built, successfully launched. That was quick.
And building.
Building.
Yeah,
There we
good.
go.
Okay, nice. Okay, good.
See? Just delete the
Magic.
null modules and try it again.
That's all right.
All right, so we added. I think the hello button triggered a crash. It's not a crash.
Rude,
it's just,
don't you think?
I don't
Let's see.
recall what we actually.
Here's the
Right
it's
there.
just capture exception
Yeah,
testing
yeah.
Sentry
Okay, yeah.
Fulls. Yeah, so we should see it here. It's not gonna crash the app. It is going to produce an event or something like that here.
Yeah.
Yes, it's we should see event in Sentry and then also one thing here if the code we adjusted works.
Yeah. Let me figure out the Sentry one. I'm gonna open
Yeah,
that
let's look
off
there
screen.
first.
React Native.
I'm
Yeah.
happy that we could also upgrade now the Sentry React Native. That from the last stream there is new version, new alpha.
Yeah. All right, so there we go. This is
Looks
from
good.
51 seconds ago. So this got registered here in Sentry. Probably is gonna be here as well. Maybe we just need to give it some time. Okay, there we go.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
November 9. Yeah. Awesome. All right, so everything works.
Yeah, ship it.
Hip hip hooray. We should also test out the React one, but I believe it's gonna work. It's the same code base, right?
Yeah, I didn't do anything different.
Yeah, we
Yeah. Awesome. All
we
right,
just
so we're not
cleaned
gonna
up the code a bit.
yeah, we're not gonna bother testing the React one because we can already confirm we don't need on the pipeline. Okay, so we're importing these types. This is a type as well, so why not mark it as a type? Function, variable, function, that's all right. Here's another type. Now we have the implements, which is pretty cool. This is that is that. We got the get full story URL outside. We should leave these comments, right? Get session URL isn't available until after the full story script is fully bootstrapped, but this is web specific. If an error occurs before current session URL is made, make a note in Sentry and move on. More on get current session URL, and there's a link over there. We throw instead of return. We only return if we have a result, right? So this is the web version. But wait a minute. Now this, yeah, I understand.
Actually, I'm
We need to do
thinking,
this.
do we need to?
Yeah, because the
Oh,
get
oh,
current
yeah, yeah.
session URL was either a string for web or a promise of string for React
Yeah,
Native,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
we can just like get it. But what about here?
I was thinking even maybe we could just return the result if there is some and not care if it's a string or promise and kind of get rid of the if that we created last time.
Okay.
Or am I missing something that?
We can do that as well, so we don't actually need the. We are gonna need the async. No, we're not gonna need the async.
No.
This is
Yeah.
gonna return a promise of string. Always.
Or,
Now, the
or
rest-
string.
Or string, yeah. Or string. So when we go down here, we are gonna await it anyways. So this will be unwrapped as a string, right?
Mhm.
It says any.
Yeah, I guess we need to.
You want to set it as a string. or undefined. It can also be undefined, right?
True. Yeah.
So if it's a promise, if it's we're gonna unwrap it. If we await a string, I believe nothing's gonna happen. So we'll still get the string right here. And when we move on here, string or undefined, it is gonna be a string. Anyways, so actually no, it could be undefined. So we're just not gonna be. We'll put it there, but it's not gonna have like affect it.
Yeah. Maybe we should maybe not even create the object there, just to not pollute it with like value that doesn't have really any meaning.
You mean like bring it here? But
No,
not
no,
really.
no.
No, no, no.
I meant just I don't know, do a conditional assignment or something like if the full story URL exists, then put their full story. Yeah, it's a. I mean, it will be an ugly if, but cleaner event.
Well, but what do you mean? Like if we add this object?
Just so like there is not an empty like just an object. Yeah, empty object. Full story in the context. Like if we wouldn't have this if around it, we would end up with this full story and just empty brackets, basically, when the full story URL would be undefined.
Yeah.
Right. And
So
I'm not sure if down the pipeline the undefined value or like empty object will get kicked out somewhere in some, or if it would stay there all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it does. And this is the Sentry event right here.
Yes. Or do you think it's overkill to put there the if?
I mean, the if is okay, I think. That's the only place where we use it. But then we also do this. Which is pretty much okay. Yeah. Yeah, if we have the full story URL, why not add it to the list of contexts? And I believe, you know, with the if it's gonna be okay. I mean, we can try to do like some ternary magic, but why?
Yeah. No. I think the if is fine.
Yeah. You can set it here. So if we have obtained the full story URL, add that full story to the list of contexts, and send out the event to full story and link the Sentry URL as well. And then return the event. There we go. Alright, so I think we're pretty clear. We did some changes here. We imported these as a type. We removed the, there we go, get Sentry URL. Destructuring right here, we got the hub, so we don't rely on Sentry core. And we do hub.getClients. Awesome. And cleaned up these things right here. Nice. There we go, there we go. Okay, let's update the PR.
Woo-woo.
All right, so that's a refactor. Updating refactor. No, zero dependencies refactor. And now we can write a message. Yeah, write a message. Implementing the integration interface on this Sentry full story allows us to inherit the add global event processor and get current hub. So we don't depend on Sentry core anymore. Nice.
Party emoji, party emoji.
Party emoji.
You don't have to. I was just kidding.
Okay. Cleaned up the get full story URL method. Caching the full story URL. Or like not caching, but lazy fetching. It was lazy, but like
It was already, yeah, I would call it the caching,
yeah,
actually, because we
yeah,
don't.
it's a
Once
cache.
we get it, we don't
we
change
don't
it.
actually
Yeah.
go and redo,
Yeah.
like refetch it. Awesome. Caching the full story URL. That's what
I think we should maybe let review it by someone who knows if the caching couldn't cause any troubles. Like,
yeah.
I mean, we are making breaking changes anyway because of the compatibility with Sentry React Native.
Yeah.
But just if there are no unexpected side effects.
Yeah, but we'll tag some of our colleagues.
Yeah.
We'll see what they say.
Check our work for us, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, but this looks good, right? We
Yeah, I do
implemented
think it
the
looks good.
integration, so we get the global event processor and get current hub. Therefore, we don't depend on Sentry core anymore. Get full story URL method, and we cache that. There's also one other change that we did when we actually do the get Sentry URL. We're passing the hub, so we don't actually get it from there. But that's too minor. I think we don't even need to.
Yeah.
We don't even need to like mention it here.
Yeah, I don't think we need to call it out.
Yeah. Maybe I'm not sure. Did you mention that if fetching the URL fails, then we silently continue?
That's probably worth mentioning.
Yeah. We just log out and silently continue. Okay. And that's about it, right?
Yep.
Awesome. All right. The branch is correct. Everything here looks correct. Package JSON, we got this removed. We updated the Sentry types. That's good. We're not going to be touching the version, right? We'll do that during the CI time.
Yeah. Yes.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
I believe so.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have no idea. I do not know how that process works.
All right, let's see.
I have your PR up on my other monitor, and I just saw your new commit go on there.
Very nice, very nice. All right, now we can request a re-review from Abhijit. And that's about it. Awesome.
Hopefully he says it's good now. Otherwise, we're gonna have to like wait for the next stream.
Yeah. It's probably gonna wait 21 days again.
Yeah. And we'll all
Yeah,
totally forget what we did and have to remember everything again.
Yeah, in case Abhijit doesn't approve our PR, see you again, guys, in 20 days. Working on the same thing. Yeah. All right, so that's about it. Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, nice job, Lazar.
Nice.
Yeah, nice job, everyone. And shout out to Abhijit. These were
Yes.
super cool suggestions.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
learning from
yeah.
him.
We've achieved truly zero dependencies. That's awesome. Awesome. All right.
Cool. Yeah, I feel like that's it. I don't know that we
That's
have
about it.
anything
Yeah.
else to chat about today.
Krystof, what about you?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with the zero dependencies. I I think the suggestions that Abby had were great. Like, and I think the whole JS SDK team would deserve a shout out for providing the beautiful typings that enabled us to remove
Totally.
all the
That's great.
dependencies.
Yeah, it's a good call
Yeah.
out.
Add Sentry types. That actually saved the day. If we didn't have that, we must leave the dependency to Sentry core.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, in that case, thank you everyone for tuning in. This was a cool stream. And a pretty short one. 1 hour and 15 minutes. Yeah.
Efficient, some might say.
Efficient. Yeah. Efficient stream. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you
Cool.
again. And thank you, Krystof, for hanging
Yeah,
out with us,
thanks, Krystof.
helping us out with the refactoring. Let's see if Abhijit actually likes this. If not, I'm going to call you again.
It's nice that you two
Third-
are like in the same time zone, so you guys can work together.
Yeah.
Yes. And third time is the charm, but maybe this one
Yeah.
it will be the second time.
Yeah, maybe second time's the charm, hopefully, for us. Thanks, Agda. Yeah, podcast style. Yeah. Yeah. It was a hard thing to jump into if you're like not a TypeScript person already. I like know a little bit about TypeScript, so I followed along okay, I think, but yeah, it's great to learn.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
the largest changes were on the last live stream or previous. I mean,
Yeah,
Previous
exactly.
one. Yeah. Yeah, that was like the main operation. This was just like a cleanup, basically.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Thank you.
See you around. Yeah.
Thanks.
Keep an eye on our channels.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.
bye bye.